Right now we're producing ethanol, dried distiller's grain, and oil from corn. There is a whole bunch of additional products yet to be developed. We will be able to add more and more value to this grain and do more things with it. But we have to have the message out there that renewable fuel industry is going to be the base. And if we start pulling back on that sends the wrong signal.
Okay, well, my name is Brian Hensley from Alden, Minnesota, and ethanol has brought a new viability to farming over the last 7-8 years now. The land values and the farms have become economically viable. So kids that maybe wouldn't have thought about coming back to the farms have made that decision to come back. And so that's added a new wrinkle and a new problem for the parents as they decide how to make that transition happen. But it's something that is a good problem because it means kids want to come back, support the farms, and support those rural communities. And ethanol has been vital to making that happen.
Yeah, so like I said, with the ethanol, our main work there was during the initial build-out, but just because of the ethanol plants and the demand they put on for corn, affecting the price of corn, I think that helped us through other projects throughout the years, you know, and we do a lot of private work too with local farmers throughout southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, so that's affected us directly. Definitely up. The demand for corn, the ethanol industry, and the ag industry as a whole, Mathiowetz Construction is very dependent on that.
Ethanol has impacted farming in the last 20 in our area. I was part of the formation board on Heartland Corn Products, and that we started building that in 1995. So that's over 20 years ago. And in our area, the ethanol has been kind of a key component of our agriculture in that county for all that time.
But I've got grandkids and kids that are growing up in this world, and I just plain like the fact that ethanol is clean air. I like the fact that it's renewable. I love to say that we're buying our fuel from the Midwest, not the Mideast.
Lord.
Yeah, I just don't want to see us go backwards on this. If the decision comes down to do this, I don't think 2 or 3 days later anybody's going to know the difference, or even a year later or whatever. It's going to be over a period of time, and I worry very much about if we cut it once, then we're setting the precedence that it very definitely could be cut again, or we don't want it going in that direction. We don't want people to think that that can even happen. We need to be expanding with it and increasing it.
We're irrigated, but on our farm we actually feed Holstein beef cattle, and so we go by dry distiller's grain from, I believe we get a Atwater plant, which is about an hour and a half away. Or, it's a very valuable product that we use. So that's another side of it that we certainly are benefiting from.
Exol plant was originally built, now Poet, just outside of Glenville, where I'm from. And, immediately there were probably about 40 jobs that were now available in our community that weren't there before. So keeping that money local, keeping the tax dollars in a smaller community so our school could stay open.
I'm Mickey Peterson, Sacred Heart, Minnesota, western Renewable County. I farm with 4 brothers in a family farm partnership that was established in 1972. I'm also a founder of Granite Falls Energy and have been on that board of directors since the founding of that in 2000. And right now we produce 65 million gallons of ethanol out of Granite Falls Energy per year. Our farm operation consists of about 1,600 acres of corn and also soybeans, and 100% of our corn goes to the Granite Falls Energy ethanol plant. And dollar-wise, we don't really know. We just know we're generating more product and for people, for clean air, clean water. We're creating jobs with the ethanol plant, and that's one of the key things is that we want the clean air and clean. So I feel very optimistic about the ethanol industry. If we can get the waiver changed around that they're proposing at Washington, D.C., we can keep the industry going and keep viability of rural Minnesota, rural United States, and country all in a better mood.
I had a discussion with your implement dealer recently, and I said it's a fair question to ask what has the additional value being generated by the ethanol production in the area done to your business. They said huge. They can tell to the point every 4 months there's a settlement that comes in the value of the corn that the farmers delivered. Usually it's a time when guys will come in and sign a purchase on trading or buying some additional equipment, infrastructure going up, grain bins being built, so on. So it's very huge.
And so